Welcome to Xtra, presented by VDG Sports. I'm your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. I am amazed. Some things you find out about yourself that you sort of knew, but it wasn't until that time came. It wasn't until it was time to shine or fade where you realize how far you've come, or you realize that you can do something that was always known or that was always thought about, but yet you just never gave it that much attention. Noobs, thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. I like to try to evolve. I like to try to come with the new, because I like the new. And if you don't like the new, it's okay. This is a no judge zone. It's okay. It's a no judge zone. But thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a chance. Regs, we back at it again. Regs, we do what we do. Regs, this feels like every single day, but it's not every single day. It just feels that way because we have this special, unique bond. Sharing is caring, but you shouldn't share everything. What do we call this bond? We do not know, but it's okay, because from the future back to the past, retroactively, we will rewrite history and say, this is what it is, this is what it was, this is what it always will be. So it's okay. We're not focused on the name calling. We're not focused on what to call it. We know how it feels. We know how it feels. So it can take a day. It can take a week. It can take a month. It can take a year. It can take a decade. It can take a century. It can take any time frame, period. It doesn't matter, because we know what it is. We know how it feels. We don't have to call it anything. We don't have to call it anything, because we can use our context clues. We can use nonverbal communication and nonverbal communicating peeps. I want to give you an SO, and it ain't for you. It's for everybody else. That is the end game, to become a nonverbal communicating peep, to communicate nonverbal and nonverbally. That is the goal. That is the goal. And it's still not going to stop there, but that is one of, if not the highest of levels readily and available until we create another level. So I always knew this, sorta. I can't take credit. I'm not going to give myself a standing ovation. I'm not going to fully clap. I don't want to humble brag. I'm not going to throw any shade. I don't want to do any of that. I do want to share. I do want to sing like a bird. I do want to make my chest pop. I do want to inform you, and that is the you plural of this. And don't worry, I'll get to the nuts and bolts. I'll get to the nitty gritty. I'll get down to the specific facts of the matter. I just got to paint this picture. I just need to get my crayons and start filling in. I just need to get my crayons so I can start coloring. I just need to get my color pencils so I can be spot on with where I'm going with this. I like to prepare. That's a given. I like to prepare. I like to be prepared. I like to have plans. I like to know things. I am uncomfortable with the unknown, yeah, but I prefer to know. I prefer to be prepared. I prefer to have all of the things and tools and facts and what have you I need to get what I need to get done. That's just my default setting. My default setting is planning, having a plan, and no, not planning for a plan or plans on top of plans. That's a bit too far. I don't follow things to their logical conclusion. That's child's play. And if you do, child's play can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. It's your choice, not mine, how you take it. But it's just a fact. It's just a fact. I don't take things to its logical conclusion. So I don't like plans on top of plans. I do like to be prepared. I do like having information available to me or being able to get to information when I need it. That's just my default setting. Ver. However, that doesn't mean that I get rattled when I don't have what I need. It just makes everything that more difficult or harder, tough, rough. It's not unless the situation calls for a particular tool or particular skill set or particular thing that I just can't give because it's just not in the cards. Then you just have to play the game raw. Then you just have to play the cards you dealt. Then you just have to move about in a way that's sufficient and that suffice, but you are able to do what you can and you just let the chips fall where they may and you just rest on your laurels, and that's on in that sense, because it's out of your control, it's out of your hands, there's nothing you can do. You're set up to fail, do what you need to do, don't fail. If it happens, it's a learning experience. You would know how to, you will figure out what went wrong, how it went wrong, how to not be in this position again. And if you are in this position, what do you need to do to make the fall less brutal? And that's just the roundabout way of me saying that. I'm guessing after you failed, after you've been set up to fail, after you didn't have these long life experiences and what have you, there are situations where you don't have the necessary skill set, the necessary items, the necessary tools, the necessary whatever. You fill in the blank. You fill in the blank. No multiple choice on this one. You don't have that. You can either be rattled or you can take it and go with the flow and do the best you can. I think I done been in this situation more often than not, and so many times where I am skilled and I develop, enact a specific skill set that I am able to thrive in chaos. Let me just go ahead and repeat that because I just want to go ahead and repeat that because I done finally done filled in and colored the picture, and now let's go down to the nitty gritty detail. Let's go ahead and make this picture look pretty. Let's go ahead and complete the process. Go ahead and complete the process. See, being able to thrive in chaos isn't something that you brag about. It isn't something that you go around telling your friends. It isn't something that you let get out there, because who likes chaos? Even the most chaotic person, even the most contrarians, or all of the contrarians, or the provocateurs, they don't necessarily thrive in chaos. They don't necessarily want chaos, not for themselves, for everybody else. Maybe, just maybe. They're creating it, they have their hands in it, but being able to thrive in chaos or chaotic moments is a unique skill set, and it comes from practice. It comes from being in certain situations. It comes from learning or being able to make or project or just have an innate feeling about maybe it should go this way. Maybe I should do that. And it's not mean, and it doesn't mean that you are going to win. It doesn't mean that you are going to get something done. It just means you are thriving. You're not shutting down. You're not accepting defeat. in a sense of you're not trying to do something. And let me get the nuance out about that. Because this is tricky. This is really, really tricky. This is not straightforward because either you see it or you don't. There's no halfway in between. You're either in or you're out. It's either a one or it's a zero. It's not a half number on this. And so I have to try to explain this the best way possible. And if you don't get it, if you don't understand, that is okay. Just go ahead and raise your friend and ask the person next to you. And then they will explain it in their unique way. And if that doesn't work, ask the person that's in front of you. If they can't help, ask the person on the side of you. If they can't help, ask a computer, ask a robot, ask a cyborg. How about this? Ask fill in the blank, and we would go from there. Fill in the blank, and we would go from there. Or you can reach out to me and ask me, and I would try again. Ver. However, when you're reaching out from the future, you have to let me know where in the present or past this is coming from so I can know where we time jumping or where we're time traveling to and from. The thing is, thriving in chaos, it's not necessarily meaning that you are winning. It just means that you are functioning. And functioning, you might think, you might be scratching your head and saying to yourself, not out loud, of course, but isn't functioning the bare minimum? It might be. But chaos is something completely different than just a moment or just a small piece of time. Chaos is the environment. Chaos is the process. Chaos is the thing that lasts. It lasts. It's not just a fleeting moment. So being able to thrive in chaos or chaotic moments, that would be the moment, is not shutting down, functioning, doing whatever it takes, whatever's in your control, and doing it correctly, doing it properly. But it doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing is not working. It may work. That isn't what we're focused on. It's just being able to repeat the things that you would normally thrive in, or repeat the things that you would normally do well, and you're doing it well. Either it's helping or it's hurting. I can't predict the future and say which one it is. I'm just saying that you're able to do normal activities, normal actions. You're functioning. So you're thriving. Because chaos is something deep. Chaos, closed doors, chaos, break pipes, just like pressure. Chaos will shut you down and have you in a fetal position, begging for the dark lights to stay dark and everything to stop moving and turning. Chaos is something serious. Being rattled is something serious. We've been rattled before. We get rattled. Bouncing back from being rattled, bouncing back from being knocked down. It sounds easy. It sounds cliche. It sounds like something from a commercial. But when put in action, or when actually going through that experience, it's something different. It's something indescribable. It's something that you know to yourself that you should be doing XYZ, but it's hard. If it was easy, everybody would everybody would be able to do it. If it was easy, everybody would get up. Everybody would bounce back. Everybody would continue doing what they need to do, regardless of whether it's working or not working. But they're privy to the moment, they're privy to the situation, that it's out of their control, and they can only do what they think is best. It sounds so easy. But when you are put in that situation, it's not easy. And that's why I said at the beginning, I learned something, a little bit about myself, and possibly when enough time goes by in the future, I can come back and tell you more, more better specifics about the actually chaotic moments, because there's been many, or chaotic situations, or chaos in general. There's been many outside of the getting petrol and getting fuel, because I'm still good with that. It's the other things, though. It is the other things. I knew in the back of my head, in the back of my mind, that these are the things. This is what it takes. Control what you can control. There's certain things that you're just gonna have to go with the flow, but you want to be prepared. However, being prepared doesn't necessarily help when things go left, when things go right, when things just seem, you know, like there's no winning. Like there's no winning until you get put in a situation where chaos is surrounding and all around. You really truly don't know how you're going to respond or react. And once you do, then you'll have your answer. And it doesn't necessarily mean if you fail or get it right that one experience, the next one could go another way. The next one could go the opposite way. But the more you involve, or the more you have this experience, the tidbits and the nuances you pick up, and you'll be able to be prepared for certain situations to help you get through, or be able to compare it to something that's known and go from there. However, if you find yourself constantly in chaotic situations, it might be time to look in the mirror. You might be the chaos. You might be the chaos. Free advice. Some free advice. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the new and improved website, XtraVDGsports.com. That is XTRAVDGSports.com. There's YouTube as well. XtraVDG. Like, subscribe, share. Basically, do whatever it is you do there. Comedy you must, comedy you may. We clap them back. We clap them back. One person found out. We clap them back. It's okay. Y'all noob that's still here, and noobs that were here and left, thank you. Greatly appreciated. All I ever ask for is an opportunity. All I ever want is a chance. Whether I succeed or fail in your eyes on that, it's okay. I can only just be who I am. And it's not for everyone. So thank you. Regs, we back at it again. No, we not. But I'll say this. I'm not going to give it to you, but I'm going to give it to you. Peace out. See, I gave it to you, but not how you want it.